What's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and here I am. I'm going to be giving everyone the quick breakdown and my quick thoughts of powerbookiighost, episode 402. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you everything that happened in this episode to deal with every major character. I'm also going to give you my side thoughts on what I think is going on. I may allude to some future theories and some foreshadowing that I noticed as well, okay? So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so let's start with Detective Dawn Carter, all right? Dawn Carter has great presence on screen. You can tell that he means business. You can tell that he's not a spring chicken. This is not his first rodeo. You can tell that he's extremely serious about knocking Tariq, okay? And he screwed over the Russians at the beginning of the episode, of course. Watch out for those two people who Carter was talking to. They're probably going to be involved with Carter later on. They seem to be his left and right hand, okay? Okay. And after Carter screwed over the Russians, that led to the Noma and Monet confrontation later. We'll speak a little bit more about Noma and Monet later on, okay? Now, we also have the first meeting between Tariq and Carter, okay? It was great. It was excellent. Noma is not playing, Carter is not playing with Tariq at all. He also arrested Obi at the end. Now, I don't even think I'm going to make a full theory video on it because I don't think there's enough to say, but best believe that Carter arresting Obi is going to be what leads to Obi's death. We seen Obi, right, lie to Noma's face and say he got the green cards for his family in the way that he did not get them, okay? So Carter is going to question Noma as well, and he's purposely going to tell Noma, right, that he been looking at Obi, and Obi got green cards in a suspicious way and is connected to Tariq. Obi will not make it past episode 3, okay? Next, let's talk about Tariq. And since we're talking about Tariq, we're going to talk about Brayden as well, okay? So, Tariq and Brayden, very broke because Tariq's ridiculous lie, right, of him killing the person who killed Junior Young, right? It went well with the school. By the way, where the hell is Simon Stern, right? At this point, I'm thinking he's never coming back, right? But anyways, Tariq now has to work 2-3 different jobs, and he also got help with tuition in some kind of way. I smoke a lot of weed. The word I'm looking for in my head, y'all know the word that I'm talking about, but he got help, okay? Brayden doesn't even go to that school anymore, but he's staying with Tariq because he got nowhere else to go. He's broke. You can also see that the Westons are disgraced, okay? So they're going to change the name of the school hall that the Westons ran, okay? Later on, you also see Brayden going to pop up at his family's house. Dad looks at him. Brayden turns around. Later on, we realize that they're selling the house. That means they're leaving New York. There is a great chance that we will no longer see any of the Westons for the rest of this series. And you know what? Okay, cool. Except for one thing. I think that after Trace got the beats put on him, right, by Kane, he could end up or will end up speaking to the police, maybe even Dawn Carter, because Dawn Carter is running around. He's talking to everyone that's connected to Tariq and Brayden. So why would he not pop up at the Westons' household before they move away, right? And that will lead to Trace giving unnecessary information, right? And this will lead to Trace Weston dying before the end of the season. Going back to Tariq, okay? Tariq is struggling. He's tired of struggling. He's seeing his mother struggle. His best friend is struggling. He does not like it. He also, matter of fact, since we talked about Tariq, we're going to intertwine Tasha with this as well, right? All right, so an update on Tasha as well as Tariq. He goes to see his mom somewhere that's outside the city of New York, right? But I guess close to New York, okay? He sees that Tasha has been inappropriately touched and harassed by her boss at this job, okay? Her name is Rachel. People were saying that her WISEC name was Vanessa, okay? Tariq, we knew Tariq by the way he was looking at that white man that he was going to do something bad to him. He did, and it was dumb because Carter already told Tariq, like, hey, they getting ready to bounce Tasha up out of WISEC, okay? Tommy's dead. Tommy is allegedly dead. There's nothing we can do about her. Tariq stupidly, right, assaults Tasha's boss. She's definitely going to get fired, okay? And there's another thing to do with Tasha that I will include in a later video coming out later today, okay? Okay, something very crucial about Tasha. You don't want to miss that video. And also, while we're still talking about Tariq follows 2-Bit, right? 2-Bit is seen going into a vegan store to eat, parking Tariq's car. I'm not surprised that, for some reason, I'm definitely not surprised that someone like 2-Bit would be a vegan, right? They alluded to him being smart and he could have went the legit route with school and everything. Now, here's my thing, right? Because I predicted Tariq will kill 2-Bit. 2-Bit might have seen Tariq inside the car, maybe not. But if he does realize that Tariq took the car back after Tariq owes him money, right? What do y'all think is going to be the result of that conversation? It will result in 2-Bit dying, okay? 2-Bit is going to die. Now, I'm going to hold out for the chance that Tariq can talk 2-Bit into working with him in some kind of way. But 2-Bit moves for money. He's about his bread. Tariq has no money. So 2-Bit will then try to beat up Tariq and take the car back physically, and that's going to result in 2-Bit getting his head popped off, right? Proving me right again, okay? Another theory. But now let's move on, okay? I spoke on Tasha. That's over with. Now let's talk about Davis McLean. Davis is being Davis, okay? Being lustful. He smashes his subordinate, right? The Meghan Markle looking chick, right? The racially ambiguous woman who is smoking hot, by the way. Smoking hot. Smoking, right? Davis gets pressed by Carter. I'm telling y'all right now, Davis will choose his job, okay? And his ability to make legit money over Tariq. There's only so much time before Davis decides to quietly work with Carter, right? Make things hard for Tariq. They find out, Davis ends up dying, okay? It's only a matter of time. Now, we're going to save the Tejadas basically for last. Let's move on to Effie, okay? Effie is on Tariq's body. Tariq's not having it, okay? Effie feeling the pressure, okay? She puts together the deal with the Russians for Noma, which is a ridiculous deal, by the way, right? It's just utter ridiculousness, like how she slid into the Russians' bar. She pretty much insults the man by bringing up his daughter. She lives. The confrontation with Noma and Monet happens. She still lives. Then she works out another deal with the Russians. It works. Okay? This automatically makes her a more valuable asset to Noma than Kane until blank, because we're going to get to that. We're going to get to Kane and Noma, of course. Y'all seen the end of the episode, okay? But like I'm saying, Effie's going to rise up. Also, she missed the meeting for Stanford. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Effie is probably going to be alive by the time the rolling credits of the last episode of this season comes by. She has plot armor, okay? And I also would not be surprised if they already have a plan for a spinoff for Effie. Now, remember when I'm saying this right now, a spinoff for Effie? I have a grand theory, right, for Effie and the spinoff, right, that I cannot speak on right now because I'm thinking 2-3 steps ahead. Certain things have to happen, certain people have to die, certain events have to take place, okay, before I can put this theory out. So this theory is likely not to come out until like September, October, when we see what's going to go on with the rest of this season. But yeah, Effie got the job done, okay? She got the job done. And she missed that opportunity with Stanford. But think about it this way. That might have been that opportunity with Stanford might have been a situation where she wasn't gonna have to pay. Here's the thing. She's climbing up in the game now. She can still be able to pay for Stanford, right? We're just gonna leave that for there. Let's move on to the Tejadas now, okay? Kane knows something is up. He's just bidding his time, okay? Truth be told, he's already, right now in his head, he's probably considering Tariq, right? Not Tariq, but Diana and Drew have something to do with Monet's death. Monet is suspecting Kane. There is a great possibility that either Drew, right, or Diana, okay, will point the finger at Kane to take the heat off of themselves. Now we also have Tariq. Who mentioned Kay Egan, okay? Now, he mentioned Kay Egan to Monet. Monet is trying to figure out who shot her. Can y'all see where I'm going with this, okay? I'm going to make a video specifically about that, and I'm going to break down that specific situation and what I think is going on, okay? But Kane, while we focusing on Kane, he can tell Noma wants him by the end of the episode, and it makes perfect sense, okay? Someone is rough and tough and masculine, right, as Noma, could only, right, fall for a guy who is rough and tough, just as rough and tough as her, like Kane, right? Someone like Noma, right, who meets a guy like Kane who has the audacity to talk to her the way he talks to her with absolutely no fear, okay? Even in the face of danger, is somebody who Noma's panties would get wet for. So, y'all already know, Kane gonna beat those Doonies down within the next 2 episodes. It's happening, all right? Now, let's talk about Monet now. Monet getting on Kane's nerves again because she don't listen, okay? She don't listen, okay? Monet also has PTSD. And part of the PTSD, she's having flashbacks. I just want to say, great acting by the woman who played Monet. Okay, great acting by the guy who played a young Lorenzo. Okay, the guy who plays Lorenzo, right, favors Lorenzo, sounds just like Lorenzo. The woman who plays Monet looks and sounded just like Monet, okay? Okay, the flashback was fire. It clearly shows that Monet, right, being in struggle mode, she took it upon herself, right, to get into the game, get heavy into the game. She took it upon herself before Drew and Diana were even born, okay, to involve Kane in the game. So when Kane tells Monet in season 1, I'm who you made me, he literally is. Okay, she traumatized that man. So now the question is, sidebar, who do y'all think is the worst mother in power so far? Okay, you got Joyce Thomas, you got Tasha St. Patrick, you got Monet Tejada, right? And you got the devil in a red dress, Raquel Thomas. What do y'all think, man? Okay, she clearly chose the life over her and her kids. I'm speaking about Monet, okay, and never held herself accountable. Monet asked Janet's advice, okay? And Janet, and listen, I'm sorry, but as a black man, I have to say this on what I've seen. I know this is not applied to all black people, all black women, but I was very annoyed when Monet asked Janet for advice and asked for the truth. She said, did I ruin my kids? And Janet says everything but the truth. She says everything but the truth, which is, yes, you ruined your kids. You know that's what you think, Janet. And it pissed me off because unfortunately, okay, I grew up around a lot of women, okay? I also see what goes on online, right? When women have conversations amongst each other. I also, among what I've personally witnessed, okay, and what I've seen myself is that women only tell each other the truth when they're angry at each other, okay? Janet should have told Monet exactly what Monet was supposed to hear, and then the results of whatever we're going to see at the end of the season will not happen. But hey, we get to have great TV because of that, right? Right? Now, let's talk about Drew. Drew is Drew. And I even kind of feel bad for Drew because Monet really ruined him. She has no accountability at all. She has never said, yo, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I shouldn't have had your father killed. I shouldn't have swindled your boyfriend, right? To kill your father, which caused you to kill, who potentially could have been the perfect match for you, right? The love of your life, okay? Right? Drew is ruined, okay? Drew is sad. I feel sorry for him. It's Monet's fault, okay? So now let's talk about Diana. Diana is pregnant, right? Diana gets mad that the doctor knows who she is. She got mad that the doctor suggested she may not know who her baby father is, which she does not know, and suggested that she didn't have a peachy keen home life, which she does not, okay? You were raised by a bunch of killers and murderers. Your mother killed your dad, okay? Okay, you and your brother conspired to kill your mom, right? Like, you all are terrible people. And it was hilarious, okay? It was absolutely hilarious. Now, am I missing anything else that I want to add? Okay, boom. I felt like Elle is a little bit too old, right? She looks a little bit too old, but she got a sweet voice. And she's a great actress. And she's smoking hot as well. Shout out to the casting for powerghost. All the women look good. All the women look good. I got Becca in my top 10. Sorry, I like the Snow Bunnies too. I had a whole lot of fun making this quick breakdown of powerbookiighost Episode 2, Season 4. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to do more of these. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-given. That's touched by an ink. That's on the dome, nigga.